up, guys? What's going on here? It's Philly Pete. We're ready for the Union Toronto tonight at the 6 at BMO, and it's going to be a big one. And the Union trying to keep things going here in a groove in May right now, but it's in Toronto. And yes, they've been good away, but they have not been a good away team at Toronto in recent years. Their last win coming at Toronto in 2019. I myself happened to be there last year, and we may get a native Canadian on scene here in the Watchalong later tonight. He might be able to give us a little bit of the breakdown from the Canadian perspective. I'm not sure which supporters group he reigns from, but yes, if you would like to get a look at that, we did have a good. I really liked it. It was a good vlog last year on my channel there, so and it's a pretty short one, but yes, definitely an exciting one there to get a feel for what things were like down there in Toronto downtown. You got your Tim Hortons. You were, in and around the 6. There's Steamtown Brewery. You got your, what's those gravy fries, and it was a good scene though. Unfortunately, it did not pan over for us Philly fans into the stadium as we did go up 1-0 last year with a Ty Baribo goal, no less, under Jim Curtin. That was last year. And I think that was first half last year, but it did not last long as the Canadian side would take things up a notch in the second half and would tie it and then go on in the later stages to finally ultimately win and take all 3 points that night 2-1 last year at BMO. We're hoping to even things up here now tonight, and I don't think we played them this year so far. Let me just confirm that at Subaru Park, Love Wins. But I've been watching the Toronto scene lately, and they'd had a big win versus Montreal. Now, there's a lot of Canadian pride that goes along with that game, but they had a demolishing one against the Impact there, and I think that was at Montreal. And so they did send a statement there, although besides Vancouver leading the Supporters' Shield this year in the race with Union trying in closely behind them, have struggled. Besides Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal have been down and around the bottom half of the league all year long here now, and I don't think they were planning to do so. We had Keith Pelly coming out at the beginning of the season there saying playoffs was the goal. Now, I mean, I think most MLS teams would hopefully like to say that playoffs are the goal coming into most years, as playoffs are not a hard goal to have in mind. So, but let's get a look at a couple of the starting lineups here. Let me see if I can get this up. Share. Okay, so we're looking at the Union starting lineup here. And okay, here we go. And we have Blake in goal here tonight, guys. Yes, that is news as of, well, he was back on the bench at the very least. He was back off of injury as of yesterday, Monday or so. And but Rick, give hands up to Rick. Rick has done well for us thus far this season. And, I honestly thought Rick was going to go the distance here throughout June with Blake going to Jamaica for the Gold Cup and Club World Cup coming up, or not Club World Cup, but the other international tournament there that Blake is a part of there under Jamaica. He's got 5 or 6 games for Jamaica in June, so we're not going to see much of him. This might be it for him, depending on how it goes tonight. They might, Wednesday, maybe Saturday versus Dallas. Who knows? But, then we're off and running into the international break, and it'll be Rick time once again. And, I feel a lot. I mean, I would have liked Rick to have kept going. He's in his confident, doing good in form here. Maybe it was the Miami game, getting 2 goals there to come back with Miami, with Messi there getting the the goal of the week there over the weekend to climb back into things there for Inter Miami. But yeah, Blake. Yes, of course, we can't go wrong with Blake. But looking at June, I would have liked Rick to have gotten his confidence up even more so here against maybe a easier Toronto side. Now I say that again, it's MLS, it's away, and you never know what's going to come at us here. We have Spicer there, and they have a good goalie in Sean Johnson too. So yeah, but let's go move on there from the goalkeeper side of things. We got Glesnes, our Iron Man there at the back. Harriel is in. It looks like Harriel is in there for Makanya. Wagner at left back. Westfield back in at right back. And then Lukic, Bueno, Vasilev, and Quinn Sullivan. Vasilev and Quinn Sullivan getting the call-ups into that camp, the final 60. Not sure if that means they're completely in just thus far or they're just in the thought process there for the camp in June. But Damiani and Baribo up front there. Now I thought we would have seen some rotation, maybe perhaps with Ura Damiani rather than Baribo Damiani, but give Baribo a little bit of a break there. But hey, he's hot. Let's keep it going. Let's strike fast. Let's strike early tonight and get things going here quickly. All right, so that's and then bench. We got Bender there on the bench. We got Rick. We got Makanya. We got the whole gang there. Let's look at the Toronto side of things here. Now, Toronto, if we have Toronto guys in the chat there, I would appreciate the support. And Sean Johnson at the back there. Let's see. Do we have any goal predictions here tonight thus far here? Guys, I will say 3. I thought it was going to be a 3-2. That was my prediction on Saturday. I've been doing good with the predictions so far. I've been off by one or so, but missed the result on Saturday because that was a draw. I thought we were going to get another Union win, but tonight I gotta say it's got to be a Union win. It looks to be a little bit rainy up north, across the border there, but can we get things done? Now, if we look at this Toronto lineup here, there is a couple of changes here for Rob Frazier there. He's got a couple of injuries that we need to look at, to take into account here. And we've got Fede, he's out. He's got accumulation of yellow cards there. We've got Cozy Thompson in the same boat there. Yellows have piled up. And then we've got DeAndre Kerr, Richie Laria, Nickerson, Gomez, Kobe Franklin. Looks like for longer lengths of time there on the injury reserve list there. So, we'll see here. Maybe Nicolo Ross will come in and give us a 4-1-1, give us a scoop on what he thinks. I think it's been a chaotic season here for Toronto, in all honesty, listening to the supporters groups and listening to what's going on behind the scenes. Like I said, Keith Pelly, who oversees the MLSE, the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment Corporation, which is in charge of the Maple Leafs, the Argonauts, which is the Canadian Football League team, as well as Toronto FC. Now, if you are a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, that's fine, all and dandy. They are going to take precedent here. They are going to be at the forefront of the MLSE as we are about to get underway for kickoff here. And I'll leave us to it there on the injury news there from the Toronto side. But if you're a Toronto FC fan here, you are going to be concerned that the Maple Leafs are going to be the ones that matter. And it kind of seems to have taken a little bit of a tumble this season here. Now, there are people, though, that are thinking that this is only a 2025 scenario. This is a transitional year, and the build-up will be for next year when we have the World Cup, and it's going to be in Toronto, a couple of games here and there, as well as a quarterfinals game in the Canadian BMO Stadium there. So, the only thing is that they said at the beginning of the season, they came out and they were say playoffs, we could do this, we can get it done. They had high expectations, and they let the fan base know that. And when you fail to do so, when you fail to get on that, and it looks like they've locked themselves into a lot of bad contracts, but this year is going to be the turning point here for Toronto, and that they're not going to be locked into them for 3-4 years plus. It's going to be more of a 1 year window, and then they'll be looking at the transfer window in the off season to finally solidify themselves as a player going into next season. So Robin Fraser now, and you know, again, they had a great game against Montreal Impact just recently. So they did just lose to Nashville over the weekend there. So, but Nashville's a good team. I mean, these games are tough. So, uh, you know, I think tonight the Union fan faithful, will be expecting 3 points here. We should be getting that as much so tonight, but you never know away MLS wise. And if I mean, you can look at the crowd there tonight. Now it is a wet, rainy Wednesday evening. Toronto isn't doing too hot this season. Uh, the fan base has been striking. I think they've come back, but maybe it was a short-term acute thing. They just wanted to have their voices heard, and they were acknowledged with a ChatGPT type statement from the ownership group. But I did my homework, guys. I've been looking into Toronto scene, and I am feeling for the Toronto fans so far as I have looked into it thus far. Toronto here threatening in around the 18-yard box. Blake going to be warmed up quickly. But Union get a handle on things here. Into the 4th minute now, guys. So Bradley Carnell's man in a 4-2-2-2 formation here, of course, with Damiani and Baribo leading the charge up there, and hopefully continuing that Golden Boot leading form that Baribo has been in. The Israeli international there leading the charge there, and we can see here that Baribo is 14 games in, 12 goals. Aramingo there. Oh, is this the full thing here? Anyway, we'll get back to the game here at hand. 5th minute now. Blake here catching up with things at the back. Let's transition that. But midweek here, we'll be back on Saturday. We've got a Dallas game away here for the Union again. So, bit of traveling here for Philly this week. They were at home this past weekend, of course, to Messi and company. And I mean, if you were the neutral in that game, it was an amazing game. It was a great, great draw, 3-3, a comeback draw for a Miami team that needs to get back into things here, and needs to really put some 3-point games together. So, I mean, Saturday's game definitely was one to watch, but for the Union fan faithful, it was kind of disappointing. You would have liked to have gotten the 3 there against Miami. They came into Philly, I guess. What was that Nations League there 2 years ago when Messi's first trip was here, and Blake, had that, the limelight, got that star-studded effect there, and kind of juggled the ball, and we kind of gave him some easy ones there, and we lost to Messi, etc., pretty handily so. So, Carnell and the Union doing well this year, leading the Eastern Conference, and wanted to put their stamp on things on Saturday. Came up close, but came up short ultimately, and it was unfortunately, disappointingly so. But let's get back into the rhythm of things. I personally, Yes, 3 points would have been nice on Saturday, of course. But May has been a tough one, and May they have done great things. I think this is 10 games in a row now, unbeaten for the Union, leading the Eastern Conference, second in the Supporters Shield, I think, to only Vancouver. We can't complain. We can't complain. And as I dig deeper into this Toronto side of things here, I'm thinking, wow, somebody has to be losing. If we're winning, somebody's losing. There's got to be somebody at the top of the table and the bottom of the table. And we can't all be at the top of the table. So, I think we have to have patience. These things are hard business. You see it with LA winning the MLS Cup last year, and I still don't think that they have won a game this season. I think they had a draw in the derby versus the LA counterparts, but it has been a struggle bus this year for the LA defending champions there. So, into the 8th minute here now. Little bit of slow start here from both sides. Nothing that I've seen worthy enough to give a shout out just yet here as Glesnes takes it in and around at midfield here over to Westfield on the right side. And yeah, but a goal to calm our nerves here early would be nice. Get us going. Let me get the scoreboard up here for us. Let me make sure I can do that. Let's see. Hope this updates. Okay, all right, we're rolling. 0-0. All right, 2-1 Union prediction from domesticated Hoagie. Someone misses Rick. Hey, listen, Blake is going to be a Union in Union folklore forever, Union legend. They're going to build a statue around him, this Jamaican man. We're only so lucky to have him for however long it may be. And Rick will be back all June, like we talked about. The Jamaica games upcoming there, 5 or 6. So, and Blake will be wanting to really do Jamaica proud there, and maybe get something going for. I forget what the Jamaica national team's nickname is here. Jamaica. The Reggae Boys, of course. The Reggae Boys. Blake will be leading the charge for the Reggae Boys in June. And then, of course, Dan Lee getting the nod there yesterday or Monday. He's going to be heading off with the Haiti International Group. And I don't know what's going on. Quinn and Indy as well will be USA-wise, going into the Pochettino camp. And I don't know who else I missed. I know. I mean, Mbaizo hasn't played enough to get really any call-ups. I think it was Ghana or Cameroon. He got called up last year. And then who else is there a possibility of? I mean, yeah, man. Julio in the house there. Representing the Reggae Boys there. Julio is. All right. So we've got a couple Toronto. We've got a couple Philly Union fan base here. And yeah, I mean, look, there's supporters groups there for the Canadian faithful side. Let's see here. They got the Red Patch Boys there, the original 109, the U Sector, the Kings of the North, and Block 114. I think Block 114, the formerly in Inebriati. I guess that's a drinking term there. Inebriati. Block 114 is the main supporters group from what I have gathered. And I think the Block 114 has been in trouble before. I think they've been banned by Toronto FC. At one point, they actually lit fire to a Ottawa Stadium. I think it was accidentally as you read into it. All the headlines is kind of the Santa throws the batteries, or the Philly fans throw the batteries at Santa type headlines. And oh, chance here, Scorpion. Bicycle kick there, but Sean Johnson comes up big. Damiani had one there, had a chance, but again, Sean Johnson, a good goalkeeper there for the six. Man, yes, and I mean that was something there by Damiani. I think it was given to him by Kai Wagner. Who else there over on the left side? But yeah, that would have been massive there to get us off the mark, and just an awesome goal there for Damiani there to even have a chance at that. Corner now for the Union into the 13th minute now. There's a whistle blown here. Oh, ball is up. Outside the box. Union get it over on the left side. And it's going to be cleared by Toronto. Union looking around, saying, where's the call there? Ty Baribo's got whacked on the back of the head here. I think we need people in, Kai, I will say Kai's a complainer, but he's, one of the few here on our side that is in the ear of the refs. And you need that guy to be chipper and making sure that your voices are heard there on your side, because you want to make sure that your guys are getting the calls and they're supported and the refs are seeing what they need to see. So let's see here. We got Nick Castadio in the group here. Quinn is on the 27-man roster and has a chance to be in the Gold Cup. Oh, interesting. Now, Nick, can you tell us, what about Indy? Are you saying Indy isn't on the same roster as Quinn? Because I thought Indy was involved too in this call-up. But I haven't heard as much spotlight on him. I've seen Quinn being interviewed on the news. And, this might be a Cav effect here, brotherly love there, a fraternal, spotlight effect. But, guys, there is a pause here, and I am getting word that there might be a possible penalty here. And they're looking at it, and Toronto fans are concerned here that something might not be going their way. It might be going against them here. Watching the replay. Where's Brebo? Got to find Brebo. Went down right there and just outside the 6-yard box. Osorio took him down. Captain. I think the ref will leave this one though. They're saying looks like they're going to continue onward and play through. Throw in here over on the left side into the 15th minute now. Is this a Little Caesars advertisement? Everyone deserves pizza, pizza, pizza. I mean, I haven't seen Little Caesar though. Is this just a LG? Optimism wins. It never said Little Caesars. It just said pizza, pizza. I don't know. We'll look into that at halftime. Boring action here so far. Hoping to see something. Kai gets it taken away from him, but he gets it back. Back to throw in over on the left side. Okay. Indy is just on the 60-man and probably won't get a call-up. Okay. We're getting a 4-1-1 here from an insider, from one of the Outlaws of the upper echelon of the Outlaws thing. Supporters group. If only someone sent an email out about this today. Listen, we're busy investigating the Toronto side of things here. There was a lot of work put into this one tonight. We'll get to that email. I know. I must have missed the Indy part. I was disappointed. I mean, you got to give it to him. First of all, eh, Matt Turner there. Turner, he won an FA Cup with Crystal Palace on loan there from Nottingham Forest, and he gets slated in our email. He won an FA Cup, and he gets slated. Didn't even start in the final. You know, at the end of the day, the man is an FA Cup winner representing the USA. He played in three of the rounds that got him to the finals. I mean, no matter what, tremendous effort. He's in a better spot there than Ethan Horvath, now demoted down to League One from the championship with the Bluebirds. Another Wales side to leave. One leaves, one comes up in Wrexham. And yeah, I would have preferred the Bluebirds. Would have preferred the Bluebirds. Wrexham are going to be tough next year, as well as Birmingham. Us Rovers fans, warily, we're a tough group though. We're a tough group. We'll get through it. We've been beaten, battered before, and what's another battering? Bariba pleading his case here. Got my Wawa cup here. Team Wawa. I like this size. This is my to-go coffee cup. I like that it's the smaller size. It's not too, obnoxious. It's just a cup of tea, small cup of brew. Into the 19th minute now. I'm seeing some sleeping Toronto fans in the stands there. Again, this was an amazing game to go at last year. We were there, I believe it was on a weekend. We made our way. We stayed up in Buffalo for a night, and then we got the original wings at Anchor Bar, and then we continued on to the Niagara Falls, and we actually we got the boat on the Canadian side, and they had the best views on the Canada side. Was the If you're going to Niagara Falls, you go on the Canada side. It was well worth it, and we had a picturesque rainbow there, and you can see it all on the vlog there, guys. Get me a couple views on my Canadian vlog there. I'm pretty proud of that. I like all my vlogs, in all honesty. I think they're all pretty decent. Oh, big strike there, but it goes wide right. But it looks like Sean Johnson or somebody deflected it, and it's going to be a corner here for Philly. And that was bueno, guys. There at bolts it. Let me see if Sean. Okay, yeah, one of the defenders got it. Wasn't a goalkeeper Sean Johnson save there, but corner here coming up now again for the Union. It's been down in and around the box here of the Toronto side here for this majority of this half so far. I would say, but more corners coming our way, and waiting to get a first strike here for Union. We'll see if we can get it here again. Chance headed. It looked like by Harriel. Nate likes a header in the box there. That's where his bread and butter is. There, he gets his few goals there. Are you planning to go to World Cup? Am I planning to go to World Cup? Well, I mean, I think that the World Cup is going to be quite the trip and quite the expense. And, unless I happen to have a friend who's the treasurer of the Outlaws and might have a connection for the National Supporters Group, that, thinks of me as I support him down at Top Tomato. You never know. You never know. but I don't know how easily tickets will be had for the World Cup. If anything, I will be at Lemon Hill. I don't know if I'll be at Lemon Hill after, was it Monday night or Tuesday night, as there was I mean, yeah, I don't know if FIFA heard about that one, but yeah, Lemon Hill had a bit of a scare one night or Memorial night, of course, Memorial Day night, and but yeah, I will probably be at Lemon Hill at the Fan Fest, perhaps with Sean and Wendy and company. I don't know. We'll see. It's a ways away yet. A year to go. Turtle's been telling us it's. I mean, it was only three and a half since the last one, with the last one being in ending early December or so. So this one's coming quick turnaround this time, and Pochettino trying to get his camp together. It looks like that's Indy here trying to dribble it around it. He's surrounded, can't get it away, and it's going to be Toronto ball playing out from the back here. They come now down on their outside, right side here in transition quickly, and they Glesnes better get back here. Corbiano wanted something better than that, and it's going to be Union ball here. All right, let's go. Let's go. Am I planning? So, yeah, I don't really know with the World Cup just yet. Club World Cup is what's on everybody's minds here right now. Club World Cup upcoming. We've got the Club World Cup play-in game on Saturday. It's LA versus, I think, Club America, and $10 million on the line. Just to get into the Club World Cup, you get $10 million for qualifying and being a part of it. So Union, we're trying to win it with the champions, CONCACAF Champions League last year. They couldn't do it under Curtin, and then there was a outside chance that somebody was going to be disqualified, and we were still going to have a chance. That didn't come to fruition. But now LA, not that they need the money, is going to have another chance at 10 million more this Saturday. I mean, that's a big game. They're saying it's possibly, as Blake catches one here, and let's see how he does if he just passes it here, if he does a big long kick here. He's just going to pass it. So they're just going to play it after the back. They're going to gather themselves. Let's see if he clears it. Small clearance here from Blake, and he gives it right away there. Gives it right back to them. Right in our own territory. That was bad there. Let's see. Blake's got to get it together here. Toronto here now, and he's got a perfect pass. It was offsides. It was offsides. Scary effort there from Toronto, but offsides. But yeah, Club World Cup is the main scene in town right now, and a lot of games going to be coming up internationally. So with the Gold Cup, Club World Cup, and there's going to be some games at the link. So I might be going to a few Club World Cup games. I know Dirk with the Overseas channel is going to be putting on a lot of watch-alongs in the upcoming month. I might be on the Overseas channel doing a couple. So some of the late ones, Dirk likes to go to bed early. I said I'd help him out there. Now Spicer, number 16, that's the guy we got to watch here tonight for Toronto. Spicer, I think he did well on Saturday. Let's look at Saturday's Nashville game. Now, people were talking about if LA Galaxy's coach comes available, Greg Vanney, should Toronto get rid of Rob Fraser for Greg Vanney? And everyone's like, dude, you got to do it. You got to do it. And I'm like, if I mean, I think this guy is doing what he can with this squad here right now. But people are saying we got to act on and get Greg Vanney. If you can get Jim Curtin, get him. If you can get Greg Vanney, get him. This guy won the MLS Cup last year. He's proven winner. And, apparently the way the workings are of MLS, it's hard to come back after a winning year and do it again. Not maybe from a motivational side, but the way the money is all set up, contracts and the like, it is very hard to duplicate those efforts a year later. And, that dynasty type situation has not transpired yet for MLS, and those are where stories are written, people get to talk about, which I think these are early days still for the MLS, and, having, building fan bases around championships, different fan bases is kind of nice. I wouldn't mind a championship here in Philly. I will say that. So we're looking this year. Will Carnell be the one to bring home Philly's first cup? Do you know why tickets haven't gone on sale for games in Mexico for the World Cup? No, Julio, I don't know why tickets haven't gone on sale for games in Mexico for the World Cup. I'll send an email. Mexico games, from a priority standpoint, I mean, I know you have a cousin down there. What's your cousin's name, Julio? I forget his name. The guy with the potato shop. Tickets are crazy expensive in the U.S. It may be worth it to go on a trip to Mexico and watch the game for less. Good tip here for the World Cup enthusiasts next year. Eric. Eric is his name. Okay, yes. Thank you, Julio. Man down here for Toronto. Pause in the action. Oh, let's see if we can get Paul in on the scene here. We're going to see if we can. I do have his email. We might bring him in at halftime to get the scoop. I don't even know if he has access to this game, but it would be good to get. Let's see. Oops. Okay, got his email. Action resuming. Bear with me here. Stick with me. But yeah, how about Hailey Bieber? Canadian news here tonight. Justin Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber, cashing in, and Elf, eyes, lips, face, makeup company, buying Hailey Bieber's makeup company for $1 billion. Canadian news of the night there. And, I think in order to be a part of the Canadian YouTube scene, you actually have to, be 10 or 20% Canadian utilized. So, Canadian facts, Canadian guests are helping our word get spread across the border here. So hopefully Paul can join us here to remain in compliance across the border in the north. And hopefully he reads his email. Okay, message sent. Let's see if he pops in here. It's 8:10. I mean, he should be watching the game. Oh, over on the right side, Quinn Sullivan. He's going to center it right to Sean Johnson. There's a lot of beef between Hailey and Justin. Not sure if you have seen the latest gossip. I did hear that. I always thought that was kind of, beef between them is always riled up. Chance here by Indy. Again, Sean Johnson all over it. That's going to get clicks. Any beef between them is going to be a clicky type thing. Nobody's clicking. Things are great between Justin and Haley. So anything, I don't know. Is is somebody building that up, for clicks or otherwise? I don't know. Or is something actually going on? Is there something? Selena is starting the rumors. Yeah, and people have their ponchos on across the border there tonight, but lots an empty seat there. They'll need to be sipping on the Crown Royale as it keeps them warm there. But this is not your summary type scene that we saw last year in person. And if you do want to see more of that, you can see it on our vlog that's on our channel. Give it a watch, give it a like, give it a whirl. And then after that, watch my Pittsburgh Riverhounds vlog, which was just last week, more recent. And you'll see, a more in depth look at our home base and what goes in and around here. This game is a snooze fest indeed. I completely agree. I'm disappointed here. Well prepared for this game for Toronto, for Union. You know, eh, to be fair though, all we need is a 1-0 Union victory here tonight. We go home, 3 points in hand. We take it to them. We might have a chance at the let's get an update around the league here while we're thinking about it here. Around the league, you're gonna refresh. Okay. DC Revolution, similarly so, 0-0. Ooh, whistle blown, dead ball. Red Bulls, who we are going to be playing in a couple of weeks' time in the next round of the Open Cup. And then 3 days later, a mere 3 days later, again in the league. So double Red Bulls 1 week, Open Cup league action, back to back, rivalry week. And hopefully we can move forward in the cup. At home, we will be playing Open Cup wise. Dallas, Cincinnati tonight. Cincinnati is taking the lead. Atlanta United losing to Orlando currently. That's maybe Duncan McGuire's got something. Let's see. Nope. It's Cesar Araujo, Ramiro Enrique for Orlando. And what else do we got here? Orlando's doing all right. Atlanta's the struggling team at the moment that needs to get things together. They've got a high-priced team, decent coach. I think he's the Norwegian guy. And let's see here. Houston, and that's McGlynn's side up against NYCFC. Inter Miami winning, and they should be winning. They are playing the Impact currently. Montreal. I don't think they're still called the Impact, but I like that name. Columbus, Dogs crew, Columbus and company there losing 1-0 to Nashville in the early minutes there. Nashville has scored a goal in the second minute to go up quickly up against Gazdag and company, who still remains goalless since his transfer to the Eastern Conference rival. Let's see, anything else in and around the league here? We've got a lot of games going on tonight. Everybody playing, it seems. Scroll. Okay, and we've got Sounders and the Wave, San Diego starting shortly. Austin, Real Salt Lake. Galaxy and the Earthquakes later tonight. The league leading Vancouver later tonight. Again, the Union. take 3 points here to maybe keep the heat on there in the Supporters Shield. Up against Minnesota, who I believe just got rid of their manager a night or two ago. Portland and Colorado then rounding it out there late tonight as well out west. All right. Again, this weather, is this diminishing this things? Is Toronto just improving game by game here a little bit? I mean, 6-1 versus the Impact, a 1-0 loss over the weekend versus Nashville, which they might have taken and run with it. And now, playing up against Eastern Conference leaders Philly here and putting up a fight 0-0 here now in the 37th minute. I don't know. Let's see what happens. You have to think we'll get Ura in later this game. It's for Damiani. Let's see if he, people always saying he needs to score more goals, but goals happen when he's on the field. So let's see if who else do we got on the bench there? How do you like a comment? I think I can, but I don't know if it. I think that's just a saving action for I. There you go. So, yep, a fan of Gary Eats. If anybody watches Gary Eats recently visited Tim Hortons. Is it Tim Hortons? Yes. Had a terrible, terrible visit. I did not have the same experience. I loved Tim Hortons. I love getting a double double. I think it's an efficient way to make an order. I love that they have, made that a thing. And I love Timbits. Timbits, our Munchkin equivalent. Chance here for Toronto. Top of the box. Glesnes gets a handle on it. Good work. Westfield heads it out. Glesnes again. Quinn now on his man. Toronto. I think Paul is chickening out. Let's see if he read my message. Chickening. It's an efficient way to get a good amount of sugar. Indeed. Indeed. Double double and Timbits. I think Burger King owns. No, does bigger Burger King own Tim Hortons? Or is Burger King? Let's see. Let's check that. Yeah, it is. It's Restaurant Brands International. Burger King owns Tim Hortons. Wow. Bad move, Canada. Bad move. Maybe that's where it all went wrong. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was fun. In that was in Niagara. Uh, but yeah, it was a good trip north of the border. Oh, Glesnes with a big chance there, puts a header on it, off the free kick. I mean, Kai again, right on the mark, on the money there to get it to Glesnes. I mean, Kai, a German international. I mean, Germany is a World Cup contender, so I think he's just, internationally so unfortunate that he's got a lot of competition. He's not a Haiti international. Kai has got to do wonders here. A and W's. Oh yes, the root beers. We love our root beers. We love our Molsons. Tariff free, duty free. I think BMO holds about 30,000. Subaru Park, Love Wins holds about 20,000. Woo! Good save by Blake. Another bicycle kick chance here on the field, but it's by Toronto. We can't keep it down. Goes over the bar. It's going to be a Blake goal kick here now. Into the 42nd minute. We've couple chances here now for Toronto. Oh, sorry there. Got distracted. Quinn now over on the left side. I didn't miss anything. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Toronto ball. Whistle blown off the arm of Bueno. We move forward. Sean Johnson's going to take a free kick here now. He's going to take his time. They're going to try and get him in the locker room. I think they'd be happy with this 0-0 going into it. Union. I mean, Union on the back heel right now here, going in the locker room. Couple of chances there that, you know, we might be thankful Blake's there on the field here tonight because big saves and big chances there for Toronto. So we haven't seen much from either side, but few glimmers of hopes there for either side that haven't made their way over the line, and each team. hmm, let's just see what Cornell and Fraser come up with in the second half. All right, let's go. Come on, get it out, clear it. This has got to be, I'd say, +1 here. Stoppage, injury time here in the first half. We will be taking a halftime break unless Paul makes his way in. Spike skirt. Oh, nice. Andy takes Spicer, gets it back. It's going to be cleared by Harriel. It's going to be +4. I mean, I guess Bariba was down for that, penalty check there for a while. Toronto here, outside, over on the right side, up at the top. I'm telling you guys, Toronto is the team here to fear here right now. It's going to be a corner here for TFC. Uh, must have been a foul call there. It's going to be Blake goal kick here now. All right. What do we think about the first half here, guys? Get your thoughts in the chat. What do you think? What do you hope to see in the second half? Any subs that you want? Uh, did I say I mean, I think my prediction was a Philly win. I don't know if I explicitly said my goal count on each side, but I didn't think this would be a runaway game here tonight, but I would hope to have seen maybe like at least a 2-1 or so game out of Philly, but 1-0 would be fine still, but right now it's tilting the other way if the Reds keep the heat on here. And 2 minutes remain here in stoppage time of the first half. It's been Toronto here in the later stages. It's we haven't seen much from either side. A couple chances, but Sean Johnson coming up big, Blake coming up big, and some defense there from the back line. Carnell and Rob Fraser got to go to the locker room now. Debate substitutions. Debate next moves. Uh, do we put Rick on? Do we put Donovan on? What is our move? What is our thoughts? Who's on the bench? I gotta let me see. Oh, chance here for Kai. Bueno could have had one there, but straight to Sean Johnson. A little bit more to the left side. All right. 0-0 still here, guys. It's National Burger Day, guys. Who had a burger? Here we go. Corner here. Delivery upcoming by Kai. Serves it. And that's going to probably be it. Okay, that's it for the first half. 0-0 here at BMO. Toronto, Philly, snooze fest like Domesticated Hoagie had mentioned. It's been rough and tumble thus far. A couple chances either side. And when we look at, let's see who else is on the bench there. Hmm. Yeah, so we got Rick, obviously. We got Macania there. He might come in for Harriel. Or he might give some Glesnes rest there. I don't know. With 0-0, probably keep it. I mean, Macania will probably come in for a little bit. Did we see Mbaiza Bedoya coming in? Probably maybe Bender, Dan Lee with the Haiti call up there. He probably. I mean, Dan Lee's been run ragged there. You saw him over the weekend. I mean, he took that last shot at the end of the game versus Inter Miami off the crossbar there to win it. and you could see he really wanted that one, and was bummed out. There was no kisses there at the end for us. So yeah, maybe we'll see Dan Lee coming off the bench, Raffanello, Cavan, and Ura. So my expectation, we might see Makanya, Dan Lee. We might see Bender, Dan Lee, Ura. Yeah, there's a couple changes to be made there now. So we saw Bender in the Pittsburgh game. So we'll see. Yeah, Ura coming in maybe for Damiani. But yeah, Carnell, time and time again, proven not to be afraid of substitutions and rotation, and I'm sure he's going to stay the course here tonight, 0-0, and hopefully we can figure this one out and collect the points here in the second half. I myself am going to take a quick break, and we will be back shortly. Let's look at before I leave, let's just look at some of the games around the league if anything sticks out. Okay. It's halftime elsewhere. Red Bulls up 2-1 over Charlotte. New England now leading over DC. Cincy have doubled their lead 2-0. Orlando remains 2-1 over Atlanta. NYCFC losing to Houston. And let's see, it was not a McGlynn goal. And it's Nashville up 1-0 still, and Miami a mere 1-0 over Montreal at the moment. Remember, this Toronto team won 6. I think there was a red card in that game though, so that's a little bit of a different story and a little bit deceiving there. But yeah, so a couple games probably starting soon in Austin, San Diego, Seattle, Real Salt Lake, 8:30 EST games. But let me take a break here, guys. Get some of your thoughts there in the chat there for the second half. We'll be back in a few, freshen up, and we're going to be back to work. Let's see what we can do here in the second half and figure things out. I'll be back in a few. Stick with me here, guys. Let me put up a banner. Let me get some music going. Any breaking news I'm missing? Did you guys read the breaking news? There was no chatter about the breaking news. All right, be back in 5, guys. Be back in 5. All right, where's everybody at? Second half about to start here in Toronto, north of the border. Block 114. They're doing the Icelandic clap there. The Red Patch Boys. Where's the Sons of Ben? Where's the Subaru faithful there? Huh? Who made the trip this time up there? Niccolo in the house here. Original OG here. He was in last year's vlog. He's in the chat this year. Niccolo, are you're not on the scene there at BMO today? We could have got you live from BMO at the game right now. Okay. Well, prepare to be disappointed here. Is it cold? Can you give us an inside scoop there from BMO, Niccolo? Let's is it rainy? Is it cold? Are the fans antsy there in Toronto? Have you seen any Philly fans, Niccolo? Can't hear y'all, but good luck to both teams. Okay, I understand. Yeah. All right, you'll get back to us later. Get us next time, Niccolo. Way to represent there, Niccolo. We'll catch up with them later. See. All right. We've got Toronto FC fans here for Philly Rovers in the house. And, both teams can't win tonight, guys. Oh, I forgot to turn off the music. Nobody told me about the music. Where are you guys? People are like, why is there music playing? All right, music is off. Second half underway here. We're about a minute deep into the second half. Julio, how come the Peru League never updates their website? Very good question here from Mr. Custodio. We have been watching the Peruvian national team website. Hasn't been updated since February. Not sure what's going on. Not sure if they've thrown in the towel. I don't know, Peruvian. What's going on? I was going to say inflation, but that's Argentina. Is it all South America countries? What's going on there? They had that author most recent. Peruvian news actually is, there's a lot of Peruvian news lately. Not only is the Pope from Chicago, but he's got dual citizenship with Peru. And then there was a famous author from Peru that just passed away too recently. My dad is currently reading the book. I don't know the guy's name. I forget. But supposed to be good. Doesn't sound like Julio is still remaining with us here in the chat. Maybe he's trying to find out himself what is going on. But Nick, what is the name? Toronto here with a chance down over on the left side quickly. Keep it in. Glesnes trying to get his man. Oh, now in transition, Philly. Can they move quickly? But they give it right back. Nick, what is the team that you had a jersey for Peru style? What is that club team's name? Eric in the house. Mario Vargas Llosa. Website doesn't even have the schedule on it. The Peruvian writer. That's right. Yes, Mario Vargas Llosa. Very good, my friend. And welcome, Eric. Welcome to the community that is Philly Rovers. That is the Philly Union. That is Rovers. It is Gotham from time to time. But tonight, it's Philly. It's Toronto. We've got Niccolo there representing in the six, in the stands, cheering the Reds on. But we're here in the house, in the chat, duping it up. And we welcome a Peruvian based in Mexico. And Turtle, you could have seen Eric when you made your trip down to Mexico City for that USA game there with the Outlaws. Eric is Julio's cousin. So glad to see you live. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the subscribe there. We're looking to, go all sides of the world here. So hitting Mexico up is a check mark for sure. And don't forget to like as well. All right. Union now into the 50th minute. Internet is probably down. uh, okay, doesn't look like there was any changes at halftime. As we head now into the 50th minute, Carnell perhaps mulling. It's been tough here for Philly, Miami. In May, as these games have been coming in the multitude, and it's been Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday. And we want to keep it up here with the Red Bulls and Red Bulls in June, but also a lot of guys going away on international duty. It's going to be a tough scene here for a little bit, but we've done the business. We've done well here this season thus far. We want to remain steadfast here. We want to get the points here tonight. Let's not, Saturday is one thing. Yes, I don't want to say they got a pass on Saturday, but they, you know, that was another level there. What we witnessed. That was again, like I said, the neutral on Saturday, amazing game. And it looks like Kai is down, or Westfield rather. Took. You say Damiani? I thought that was Westfield. Yeah, Westfield. Oh no, it is Damiani. Okay, he's cramped up there. Maybe needs a little water. He's all right. He's all right. Back up, back on his feet. All right. Okay. So a couple injuries here for tonight for Toronto. They've had a couple of yellow card accumulations there on their side of things. Robert Fraser has had to go to the bench, maybe changing things up a little bit. But Sean Johnson at the back has been solid before, and he's done it again tonight there, keeping them in this thing. And Blake now taking over the reins there from Rick, who's been doing it all May. I think Blake last in May 2nd, but Blake there coming up big as TFC had a couple chances themselves. And, it's been a bit of a snooze fest with a couple of big chances both sides, but nothing really, to get either team's fans off their seats here. I have been planted in mine all game long, and I don't see myself jumping up anytime soon here. So let's see as the clock ticks on here what Carnell is thinking. And, we look at the Dallas game here. They're up north here for Toronto. Then they got to head south there for Dallas over the weekend. Bit of traveling here. And, people talk about, the championship is now made, and you have Sunderland and all these northern teams up there, and then they all have to go down to Plymouth and Southampton and so forth, and they're like talking about the length of the trip and how far it is. But no one can imagine the MLS wise. West Coast trips, East Coast, South Coast. It's nonstop and all around. International, so it's these are long plane rides here for these guys. So got to get back at it. Down to Dallas there over the weekend, and yeah, I don't know when our West Coast trip is. It'll be nice to have those two New York games though in the one week. Those that'll be easy one. Take advantage of our East Coast rivals. But yeah, we're on a break after the Dallas game. Union have earned it. They gotta finish strong here though in May. Let's make it count here. We've done well. Let's not slide down a little bit. Let's take advantage. This Toronto team. We haven't won in Toronto since 2019. You know, last year we were up 1-0. They came back 2-1, and you know, I didn't think this would be an easy one. I thought, you know, it could be a banana peel of a game, but all MLS away games are tough, and Sean Johnson doesn't have to do anything off that corner as Baribo shoots it, heads it right, wide right there. And yeah, Toronto here climbing the table a little bit now, maybe gaining a little bit of momentum off that Montreal win. Let's look at our schedule here. It's been one of the craziest things I've ever followed. Like they don't know how many teams were going to be in the league a couple of weeks ago before the season began. The Peruvian League sees no bounds. It's yes, I mean, and I can attest to Turtle's infatuation here as Quinn brings it down in and around outside the 18-yard box, over on the right side now. Come on, come on, somebody put it in there. Come on, Brebo. Brebo. Another corner here for Union. Come on, guys. I mean, I think we should need to just put ball on target here. Somebody needs to step up and shoot, and you know, good things will happen. Put the ball on the net. Put the ball on target. Just do something here with it. Rough going here again. Taken short. Come on. I hate that. Put it in there. Let's go for it. Put Ura in. Put the Danish man in. Let's change this up here a little bit. Nobody wants to take bull by the horns. Let's go. Glesnes coming down here now. He'll shoot. I will say this though. Top of the Eastern Conference, Sans McGlynn, Sans Gosdog, Sans Martinez, Jake Elliott, Sans Curtin, and Carranza. A year ago, all those guys, big names on the roster, majority of which was our first team. You take all them away, would you think we are where we are right now? Probably not. I mean, Carnell has done wonders for this team, and you know, kudos to Ernst Tanner here for bringing on these guys, doing good business, and it, you know, buying these big players there as they put the camera on there. Quinn Sullivan's brother, I think he goes by Kevin, but yeah, it's been a great season thus far. But I just think, you know, when we look at this Toronto game here tonight, you look at those drop points perhaps on Saturday. I give them a pass until, you know, it becomes a pattern, and we gotta capitalize here tonight. You know, we've been doing it away all year, but we've got to keep it up here now on a struggling Toronto team. one that really isn't concerned about this season, but maybe perhaps looking to make a playoff run if they can get it going here in June, July or so. Oh, free kick. It's going to go Blake. Ball to Blake. All right. Dallas fighting back against Cincinnati. No other real updates there. Oh, oh. Glesnes fighting hard there. Keeps his man at bay. Blake's going to clear it there. Union now coming down over on the right side. They're going to take their time. And, you know, big shout out to Nicolo there, who is in the stands at BMO Stadium. Ooh. Man down. Robin Fraser asking why there was no call there. Let's see what Glesnes did. Glesnes didn't do anything. Yeah, he's no foul, no foul. Game on, play on. Man is up. Robin Fraser trying to make his case there for Toronto. Gaffer there. Yeah. Give a red card to Fraser. Throw him out. Delay of game. Guys, get the likes in. If you're new to the scene here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 160, guys. The race is on for 160 for the Philly Rovers channel there. We've got to update our background. I was going to say we really need to update our background because we had Rick in goal and Gosdog's gone, but Blake is back. And Fang rings true. And of course, Lucas is looking good there too. Sean Johnson ball here now into the 62nd minute now. And perhaps now in the second or two. Let's see if anybody is warming up there this cold evening. Oh! Looked like it was going to be a turnover at the back there. Quinn had a chance, but Sean got to it. Not many in the premium seeds up front. Could be, maybe we see a mistake here. Philly putting the high press on here and trying to cause some pressure here now as the game grows a little bit. Ooh, Nate Harrell taken down by Corbiano. I mean, Corbiano is a big name. I mean, he was with the Wolves on loan there to Wednesday. And yeah, more recently, looks like he's got dual citizenship with Canada and Romania. but I think he's only on a 1-year contract here, and they're trying to see is he worth the paycheck. Thus far, he hasn't been putting up the numbers that they had wanted. Quinn here over on the right side. He's going to pass it over to Kai. Kai's going to center it. Damn. I mean, that literally dribbled across the line there, the goal of Sean Johnson's goal, and nobody there to put it home. It would have been an easy tap in, but nobody there to just finish it. Come on. You can feel it, though, building up here for Union now. Let's see if we can get it. Lucas and Lukic. Oh, that's a good one. Apple here showing a replay. Too long again. But yeah, a lot of Club World Cup games coming up. Man City, Chelsea will be at the link. But you can get some cheap tickets right now for these Club World Cup games. It's also crazy expensive ones for no-name teams. It looks like Bradley's coming up with something here on the sideline. Let's see who's coming on. We won 3. We won 3. You guys know the line. Might have to go to Buffalo Wild Wings after this one. This has been a long game. Don't have to open tomorrow. You can sleep in a little. Changes upcoming here, guys. Blake wondering, am I kicking it or what's going on? Dan Lee's coming on here. The Haitian International. And Ura, the Danish man's coming on. Bueno is off. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pick up the pace here. Let's get Ura involved. Dan Lee all over the place on Saturday. Man on a mission. Just came up short there off the crossbar in the waning moments to would have been the winning goal there at the end of that game on Saturday. Couldn't get the job done. Disappointingly so. You could see he was quite disappointed, and you could appreciate that there from the Frenchman. I mean, it really meant a lot to him to not have gotten it for us, to get us over the line there, to take it to Messi and Jordi Alba and company, Inter Miami, and unfortunate not to do so. I mean, that would have been icing on the cake there. Comeback from Messi and company, and then Dan Lee gets the winning goal. That would have been perfect ending. But yeah, 3-3. It was the way it was to be. Let's just try and figure this one out here tonight. Okay, so we had who came? I saw Bueno go off, and then was it? Did he take Damiani off? Who did he take off for Ura? Indy's all over the place tonight. He's on the final 60 there internationally, so got the call up, but will he make the cut? But getting some notoriety there. Whoa, big strike. Dan Lee coming on here and quickly putting a stamp on things. Huh? Oh, I got my ticker on there, guys. Guys, I had the music on. Nobody told me. I had the halftime banner on. Nobody told me. It's not halftime. Come on. Where is the help? Get the likes in. Get the subscribes in there, guys. Support the channel. We're trying to get to 160. It's hard out here, guys. It's hard. We're doing all we can. All right. Let's go. Any others that we want to see subbed in here shortly? Reds here looking good here over on the right side. And I'm not liking this. It's going to slow down a bit here, though, now. Indy's find his way here. But it's over on the left side, outside the 18-yard box. It's going to be wide left. It's going to be a Blake goal kick. Into 71st minute here now. Gold Cup versus Haiti. June 22nd in Arlington, Texas. So Dan Lee will be in Texas on June 22nd. I'm pretty sure there's the Club World Cup and the Gold Cup are going to be overlapping at some point. And a lot of international games here. Blake being tested again, but it's a slow slider there. He wraps it up. No worries. Come on, guys. Come on. Glesnes needs to do better there. That would have been a rough one. That one had to got through. Come on, Andy, center that. Come on. Gotta hustle. I think that's gonna be. Is that gonna be a corner here for Union now? Another corner here, guys. None of this going short. Let's put it in there. Kai, put it right in the box. We need somebody to be there this time. 6 corners for Philly tonight versus 1. Come on. Fede. All eyes on Fede there. Who's injured. Or no, he's got the suspension there. A transition now again for Toronto. Cornered, it was no good. Corbiano here over on the left side. Westfield trying to own his man, but I think it's going to be a throw in here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This could go either way. I mean, it's 18 minutes left in regulation. I don't know. It's a toss up right now. Dan Lee, the only one to put something really on it there, right off the bench, a minute or two ago, and I mean, I like that. It was be selfish, challenge Sean Johnson, and make him come up with some big saves here at the end. Let's do it again. Give something for Baribo to look out for, rebound wise or something. I don't know. I think this score is too big here. It takes up the whole bottom side of the screen. I'm just getting annoyed at everything here now. We need a goal here. I'm getting antsy. I'm getting frustrated. Uh, okay, over on the left side, Quinn puts it in the box. Come on, Indy, get back at it. Come on, let's see some hustle here now. Oh, he's gonna. I think that is that free kick. Carnell's man, Andy doesn't like that call. Thinks he played the Hollywood-esque up of it. Went down without being touched, but he gets the call anyway. TFC ball here. They're going to play back. Take their time with this one now. I mean, oh. Come on. Get to it. You got numbers here now. Over to Quinn over on the left side. Dan Lee's over on the left side. Here, gets it down to Dan Lee at the top of the box, but he loses it. Come on. Pressure coming on here, though, for Philly. So let's see if we can clean it up here. We can't. Quinn gives it right back. And in transition now, you saw that coming. Quinn gives it right back. Brindleson, it's 1-0, guys. 1-0. North of the border. TFC takes the lead. You know Nicolo's going to be coming in the chat here now. The Red Patch Boys, I mean, up 1-0 here against the Eastern Conference leaders who have had chances but have not. It's been sloppy play as of late. The pressure's been on, and they've been giving it back to Toronto on lazy play, and Brindleson takes advantage there. He just takes it, Blake, one-on-one. Harriel, Glesnes, nowhere to be found. It's quickly turned back to them, and yeah, they finished. They listen. We were tested in the LA game. Was it the LA game? We had that comeback. Let's see if we could do it again now. Away here at Toronto, at BMO Stadium. We have not won here since 2019. Do we get a win tonight? I don't know. I don't think so. I think, but can we climb back in this for a tie here? I mean, Brindleson about to duplicate his lead here. And, I may have spoken way too soon or, too optimistically so, because this is all Toronto here, and it looks like it's coming again. Corbiano trying to just do the same exact thing there, coming around over on the right side in front of Blake and trying to put it in the back, but it flies over the bar. It gets it past 1, 2, almost 3 Union guys, but just Bedoya's on here now, and Indy's off. They're he asked how much time is left. Bedoya just asked. He says, "I can't see the clock." I mean, Bedoya is our hope here now. He comes in 78th. I mean, this is a huge game for Toronto if they can finish this out and see this through. Huge for Toronto, confidence-wise. I mean, basically organization-wise. Quinn here now, over on the left side, and Toronto. Just as we look like we're going to get things going here, putting a couple passes together, we turn it over and it goes the other way. All right, let's see what Union got here now. Over to Quinn. Finds Baribo's feet there. They're going to go over to Dan Lee and Kai over on the left side. Kai's going to throw it in. Gets it over to Baribo. It's going to be blocked out, but it's still in and around the box. Bedoya is lost. He doesn't know where he is. Bedoya, he's going to put it in. Or it could be Kai. Westfield here now, trying to block Brindleson. All right, pause on the field here now. Awful stuff here now. We knew Niccolo would be here. He has arrived. Listen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Tell your friends. Man, they're coming in the chat, guys, north of the border, rubbing it in here. Unbelievable. When's our next away trip? We're gonna be. Was it maybe Nashville? There's Cincy. Oh, we got Red Bulls. Oh, that's the up to for the international game is the away trip. South Korea. We're gonna have to block Niccolo. our only chatting person. Come on. Icelandic clap here now. They love the Icelandic clap up there. They love it. Hey. We can't be making, we can't be picky around here these days. We're the climb for 160 is a far climb right now. So we'll take all the help we can get. Bender is coming in. Quinn has had enough. He's off. Carnell has said it's up to Bender. Cue the Futurama gifts. And we haven't seen much of Bender yet. I think he came from Charlotte, and he played last week in the Pittsburgh game. We didn't see too much of him. You couldn't say yay or nay. Bedoya's got it here inside the box, and it's going to be turned over. Ooh, Bedoya tackling his man. No call. Oh, no. There's a foul. All right, 84th minute here now. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's put something together here now. Glesnes. We need to see the goals breakdown on these tonight in Miami's games. I got to watch them, see what happened. Where did we go wrong here? Well, I mean, turnover by Quinn there didn't help, and then it was just off to the races there for Toronto. And we had nobody there to hold them off, and they just capitalized on the moment. Brent Hilson. Okay, corner here again for Toronto. They've had about one tonight, so we've had like 7. Haven't been able to do anything with it. I'm wary here right now in the 85th as the block 114 looks on, and they're pretty hardy there at the back. They haven't seen many wins this year, and they're hoping that they can get this one over the line. Can we do something here in transition if we get it? But the suspense builds here for the corner. It builds further. Ball is up, finally. It looks like Nate got a header on it. Somebody's limping. I think he's just got a dead leg there. Yep, momentum has definitely shifted. Majority of the momentum has been Union when we look at the momentum map, but Toronto's taken advantage of when they've had it. Let's see if we can change the tide here, turn the tide. More subs here for Toronto. Fresh legs here coming on. Goal scorer coming off. Yeah! It's Nate! Was that a Nate header? What did I say? Nate loves those headers up front. I said that earlier this game. Wow. Big stuff there from Nate Dogg. Big stuff there to save this game here, guys. We could get 3 points out of this one, guys. This is not one where we're going to be sitting back, taking the draw here. We've got a lot of time left here. 4 minutes in regulation. You look at maybe 4 or 5 stoppage time, about 10 minutes left total. Look at Philly. Where is Nicolo now? Where is Nicolo? He's nowhere to be found. I don't see him. He's out of here. He's in the stadium. He's crying. We're drinking those tears, and they're going to be praying right now because the momentum has definitely turned, and it's going to be completely in our favor. Blake amps up his side there to take it down on the right side, and you can see the fear in the Canadian players here now. What a header there from Nate. And quickly here, Kai comes up. Damn. Off the mark. TFC made 2 subs, and then it was bam, bam, header by Nate, 1-1. And we're threatening here again here, guys. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What did I say? A lot of time left here, guys. A lot of time. Never a doubt. We saw what happened in the Galaxy game. This team that never used to be able to come back here is fighting now, and they're confident that they can score and they can get through these games that are tough and unforgiving. So let's see if they can figure out how to get 3 points here at the end of this one. That'll be definitely a big achievement here tonight. To do it again away on the road here. Where's our Where's our peeps there? Where's our peeps? Everybody back in the chat. They won all three. Here we go. Corner. Corner again for Philly. We saw what happened last time. Here comes Kai. There's a pause here. Oh, no. Oh, what the hell? Corner is. There's still a corner, but it looks like Paribo is getting a yellow. He's getting a yellow, but we still get the corner. Oh my gosh. Ball again! Almost again there for a second header. But yeah, number 9 there. Israeli International takes the first yellow of the game. TFC has 2 guys out tonight for yellow accumulations. But yeah, it's been a good lot of whistles tonight, but first yellow. Oh, come on, turnover. Come on, turnover here. Apple always does this. They went to the stoppage time here when we're in and around the box. You got Lukic up at the top. Lukic, disappointing take there at the top. Sales, I mean, couldn't ask for better, but he was wide open. And +5 here, +5. About 4.5 to go. Come on, come on. 4 minutes to go here now. Philly need to take advantage here. Collect all 3 on the road. In good form. Off the draw versus Inter Miami over the weekend. They've gotten about 3 away wins this year thus far already. In a league where away wins are a rare breed, the Union seem to keep being able to do it. And I think we should be able to finish this one here tonight if we can find a way. Give it to Danley. I think Danley's the one that's going to want to make up for Saturday's draw. Oh, we got a good look there. Yes! Deflection. It's Union goal here. It's 2-1 in the 92nd minute. Kai Wagner deflected there. Sean Johnson didn't have a chance. It's 2-1 Philly in the 92nd. And the Union away fans, faithful there. They're shining lighting on them there at BMO. They're happy. They're on their feet. Finally so. But Kai Wagner off at number 8, Longstead there. It big deflection. It goes our way. And it's in the back of the net to take the lead here. Late stages north of the border here for Philly. And we could be looking at 3 points here, guys. We could be looking at 3 points. Let's close it down. Let's finish this one out, and then let's get on the buses and head down to Dallas, because that's a far trip there. So get your passports out, get them ready, and let's see. We got live standings here now that haven't been updated with this second goal. We will remain at the top of the Eastern Conference if things stay as they are. And let's see if we can get Supporters Shield standings. Vancouver has not played. They're playing tonight at 10:30. We will be staying up for that. We'll be doing a double watch along here tonight to see if we can, okay. I jest. We will be not doing a double watch along, but it's not October yet. If this was Supporters Shield on the line, October, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be a good game. Vancouver, top of the table, and Minnesota, who just, relieved their manager there the other night. they could have a interim manager bounce. I don't know who's taking the reins over there. Is there if it's just an assistant? But yeah, big call there from the German man Kai. I gotta get everybody get your Mai ties. What is it Kai? Your Kai ties. Your post game celebrations ready. And we'll be. I'm excited for the next home game. Dallas on Saturday. Yes, let's finish May out. I mean, this is what a May stand here by the Union. Games left and right, front and center, and Union again. Saturday, a mere blip in the road. We get past it, we move forward, and we're looking strong, confident, and down one goal here tonight. Union find a way to climb back into it off the Nate Heather, and then ultimately Kai gets a good deflection. Good things will happen. You put ball on target, and they did, and now they find themselves 2-1 up here, ready to close it out with about 10 seconds remaining in stoppage time. We'll be looking here to finish it. Come on, somebody clear it's there. I may have spoken. Oh God, that would have been awful. All right, this is a corner here for Toronto. Union have to settle down here now. Make sure they finish this one out. No mistakes. No mistakes, guys. We saw what happened on Saturday. Osorio here now. Block 1-1 for the supporter fan group in the background cheering on. They desperate for a win, or a draw rather, but it is not meant to be for them tonight as Union looks like they will hang on. Dan Lee gets a good block. Toronto rushing to throw it in before the whistle is blown. Dan Lee again hustling, gets a block. They're going to go back. The whistle's got to be blown any second here. Finish it. Call it, ref. You've been blowing it all night. There it goes. Full time. Oh, wait. No. It's a yellow card to Bedoya. Another free kick here. Another free kick. Sean Johnson comes down. Ball is up. Chance inside the box here. They have maybe one more chance, and that's got to be it now. It's going to be Blake Ball. Goal kick here. It's got to be it. It's not full time yet, but this has got to be it here after this Blake kick. I will refrain because I've been jumping the gun here thus far. But yeah, into the 97th now, almost 98th. Blake puts it up. Come on, blow the whistle, ref. There he goes. Full time. Big win for Philly. Huge win. Rob Frazier must be pretty friendly there with Carnell after this devastating loss for them. He smiles. They must know each other. Would like to know their background. But yeah, pretty friendly, amiable there after a loss for Frazier with Carnell. But yeah, it's Nate Dog, big header there to get us back into this one, tied up 1-1. And then Kai, our left back, the league's leading left back, and a German native there gets it done. A major deflection there that saves us and puts us on top 2-1 here tonight. We climb. Let's look at the standings here before we head off. Standings. Eastern Conference, we are atop there, soundly so, 3 points in hand with Nashville winning. And Cincy drops 2 to us today in second place. They get a draw. I mean, good stuff here from Philly. Let's look at the Supporter Shield. It was Vancouver at the top. Will this? Did they have a point lead because that'll put the pressure on them here at 10:30 tonight. Standings. Let's look. Supporters Shield right now, as it stands. We are atop of the Supporters Shield rankings here, 2 points above. So if Vancouver doesn't win tonight, if they draw or lose, we're top of the Supporters Shield rankings. Pretty good stuff here from Union thus far. May isn't over. We looked at Dallas on Saturday. Carnell does it again there with help. And, yeah, great win. Appreciate all the help there. Nicolo shows himself one more time here. Disgraceful. Tough one there for you, Nicolo. Tough one indeed. But you got us last year, and I appreciate you showing up once again. I know you can't hear us, but, we'll catch you next time, brother. And onward to the next one, guys. I'm going to say my farewells, tip my hat to you, and appreciate all the help there. Onward, upward. Philly Pete here. Au revoir, my friends. Up the Union.